I know we like to have fun on this channel, but there's sometimes videos come up or situations come up there are great chances for us to discuss serious, important topics. And the Sha'Carri Richardson one is just one of those. So let's get into this.
We're in a relationship. I will no longer mess with him or what he had going on. He has some stuff in his bag. I just need to get out of my bag. Okay. My iPad, some clothes. I can stick it out, put it in my suitcase, brought his bag back. That's pretty much it. But we have a relationship, this kind of thing going on right now. But yeah, exactly. But I brought his bag back. I took all of my belongings out. I would leave him alone. You don't have to worry about me. I have a flight coming up for myself. Like I said, I'm on the phone right now. I have all of my belongings, but you don't have to worry about me while I'm in the airport with him at all. I just have to get my belongings out. Do you have your ID on you? And boarding pass by chance? Yeah, do you need?
So for those of you that are not really familiar with what happened, they have it on video. The airport security camera has it on. I think TMZ dropped it first because TMZ loves to be messy and salute. But they have video of her being, committing domestic violence. And this is not a thing to say, well, because men do it often or women, do it to men, that it's somehow this makes it okay. I think one of the comments I saw, or one of the trends you see online is, well, because men have been historically perpetrators of a thing, when the opposite happens, now it's like it's fine. I believe the video where the woman was saying she's leaving her two kids and her family. Well, some of the comments, some of the commonality there was, well, men do it all the time, so more power to her. No, two things can be wrong. Two things can absolutely be wrong in domestic violence. Either way, either way is wrong. It doesn't matter that it predominantly that women are the larger victims of it, or that men don't really report when they are victims. That's none of that's important. We should be treating each incident as individual incidents, not precursors for something else. When it happens, we take the particulars of that event and we hold people to that. Now, if something happened that preceded it, and you'll see, there are hints at this that people are saying online, that he must have been cheating because it's only for a woman to get that far, a man has to be responsible. A man has to have pushed her to that limit. And again, I think that removes a lot of the accountability to a grown woman who we've thrust upon the spotlight because of her talent. We'll talk more about that in a bit.
My ID for what? If you don't mind me asking?
A possible assault.
Assault? Oh, Christian, I assaulted you.
Hey. Listen.
Chris, I assaulted you? Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm just making
it's
sure.
It's not him that reported it.
Oh, okay.
One of the TSA folks reported
it. One of the TSA people, because I can definitely have evidence of him assaulting me if possible.
There's cameras everywhere.
Where's that evidence? Right? We're going with what the incident involved here. It's not what happened yesterday. It's not what happened 2 months ago. They're talking about this as an incident. And as we know, Christian, he doesn't really want to press charges here. This is something that laws and statutes were introduced to take the choice away from women who were the largest victims of this. Someone didn't get to see you, witness domestic violence, and then you get to say, I don't want to press charges. You no longer have, in some states, and I believe they're in Washington, you no longer have the ability to call for the police and then retract and say, I don't want to press charges because of the instances where later on that woman ends up dead. You don't get to retract this because you feel bad for him, or you are, their ideas that you're going to do it because of you're afraid. We don't want, as a society, want to see you dead because you were just afraid to tell the truth.
Okay, but like I said, yes, I do. My name is Sha'Carri Richardson. I do have my ID. Yeah, but I will definitely leave him alone. There's nothing that I want to do with him anymore. Like I said, it was a relationship thing. I need to get myself out of his bag.
Are you guys on the same flight? Or?
We are later on in the day, because our flight ended up getting delayed. We're supposed to be leaving around this time of day, but the flight got canceled, so the flight doesn't leave until 10 p.m.-ish.
Okay.
So yeah, if you don't mind, can I step over here so I can check my ID?
That's fine.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, Sissy. So you hear me, right? So this is the position that Christian Coleman put me into, okay? Because he's a coward, and I don't want anything to do with him at this point going forward. My name is Sha'Carri Richardson. Have no problem with letting you know who I am.
Like even in the midst of this, of everything going on, just calling him names, still antagonizing him, regardless of what happened. What's the point in that? It stems from a point of view where you believe that you're going to be fine, that the police are here, and because you're a woman, they're going to look and say, "There's no way you could have been the perpetrator of these things." Or even if we do have you being the perpetrator, you can give a very simple reason why you are.
Put my hands on him. We had an argument. I will be honest about that. An argument, and that's pretty much it. The argument, pretty much, he's a liar. He lied about a couple things that's personally, just in a relationship. I pretty much, officers can understand what a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar.
So yeah, that, if we're reading between the lines and we're trying to take liberties here, it sounds like there's relational issues. Maybe he cheated on her. Maybe she found something that she didn't like and she lashed out on that. We have a society, especially in the Black community, where your physical reaction to finding out that your partner's cheating on you is with a violent reaction is deemed as like, that makes sense. That's fair. That's fine.
And that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my possession, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my possession. But when it comes to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that showed that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional and just come professionally and let you guys know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem, and welcome to you guys.
It's not
I'm
legal
not
to
hiding.
argue,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Was there any type of physical assault?
No, I didn't touch him. He didn't touch me.
So just moments ago, she says that, yeah, I did put my hands on him. Then she says something completely different. Well, but again, if you guys don't have any interaction with the police are often going to ask you questions they already have the answers to. The same thing with lawyers. So, my best bet is just keep your mouth shut.
What a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar, and that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my possession, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my possession. But when it comes to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that showed that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional and just come professionally and let you guys know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem, and welcome to you guys. So I'm not hiding. Right. Mm-hmm.
Was there any type of physical assault?
No, I didn't touch him. He didn't touch me. I will be honest.
Hit him with anything?
No, I haven't hit him with anything.
Like
not at all. He had headphones that were mine, and I just grabbed the headphones, but not physically. If you would like to ask me, you can ask him, but I don't want anything.
I just want to get your side.
Okay, absolutely. You can ask him whatever you need to ask him. But yeah, you're a coward.
Is it Sha'Carri?
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
Thank you so much, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Hey, Sha'Carri. What's your phone number for you?
And like I said, I don't have a problem cooperating because, like I said, it was some relationship stuff. So that's why it came up.
Do you
and everything.
have your boarding pass by chance? Just so I can just take a photo of that? Just
absolutely, yes. And you can contact me whenever you need to. I'm so sorry.
Very calm, very relaxed, very like, you know where this is going. I'm leading the conversation.
Not my boarding pass. That is public. Right here.
Perfect.
This is my boarding pass.
So this is the one that got delayed?
So this is, I want to say, my original one, and this one.
That's your new one?
No, this is my original one, and this is the one that got delayed. And then the new one, I think, is in my personal one. But you can take a picture, and I'll look for you for the new one if you don't mind me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, yeah.
Right now, I don't think I have it, but they moved my flight to 10 p.m. if you don't mind. I don't think I just physically have it. But you can take a picture. I don't mind at all.
So Alaska, are you heading back to Florida?
Yes. No. I'm heading to Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably find it this way.
Yeah, you can find it
it's
that way.
Just to kind of document what's going on.
Please. Please document everything. I have no problem with you documenting anything. And I'm going to do my part so you can do your best, document everything. I would never.
So she's basically still chastising him, telling him that she would never do that to him.
I will never do what you're doing. Oh, hi. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing all right.
I'm good.
Okay.
But I have to put. I'm so sorry. You're grabbing me right now.
Yep. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest right now. What am I under? No. What am I under arrest for? Christian, are you serious right now? Okay.
I mean, this is the same man she was just calling a coward moments ago.
I didn't assault him though. Video cameras. I literally was we were having an argument. I'm not resisting, so you don't have to do it harder. Christian, are you serious right now? Christian. Washington State, he doesn't get a say. But I understand. We were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing. Okay, I'm not gonna resist. But I'm telling you that we was arguing. I didn't assault him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that you guys are doing this to me and he's the man in this situation, I'm gonna comply.
So again, the part we're trying to hammer here is there's this expectation that of what a man is supposed to do in these situations, in these relationships. He's supposed to take it. He's supposed to take it because one of the prevailing thoughts is that a woman can't physically harm a man. Therefore, he should never really hit her back. He should just sort of grin and bear it. It's an illogical argument. Because if a man is weaker than another man, you don't just take the hits, right? That's not how any of this works. It really just takes away from the very real truth that we all are adults. We all make adult decisions and need to be able to be held to those same decisions. If you strike a person, you have to face the consequences of that, regardless of the incidents that happens before, regardless of how emotionally charged you may be. And granted, the law makes allowances, a lot of allowances for instances. You still get punished, but they're mitigating factors usually. Crimes of passion, you don't get away. You still just do a reduced amount of time.
I'm not going to argue with you at all. But you have me on camera, but at the same time, what he has on camera, I have my phone, show something different. So if I need to show that, I will. You have me on camera phone right here. Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different. But Christian, thank you, Christian. Don't talk to him right now. Okay, I won't. Thank you so much.
I know she's in her feelings right now. I just want her to know the severity of like we're in the airport. Just chill out. Yeah. She has my bag. I want to get my bag, and we're both going to the same place.
Like you're sitting together?
So we're staying together.
You're seated together in the airport.
I'm not sure because we were supposed to be going a long time ago.
Okay.
And so now we're just sitting in the airport.
So you guys having just a rough patch in your relationship? What's going on, man?
You know.
Okay. So you tell me that he did you lay hands on her?
No, it's nothing like that.
She didn't lay hands on you?
For sure.
No push.
Hey y'all, it's Sha'Carri and
So essentially, he just didn't say anything, and just for you can go and look that up. But for brevity's sake, we want to go into her actual apology here.
Anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself, I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but get myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away. But not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on, because everything on the other side is greater, but you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Sha'Carri, y'all.
So as me recording this, I think she made another apology because people really came out and said that wasn't an apology at all. That was you just a talking point, or that's just words. You didn't apologize for your behavior. You didn't apologize for your actions. You didn't apologize for anything that would actually make a difference. What the conversation is right now is that had this been a man, they're talking the double standard, had this been a man, an athlete, he would have lost all of his endorsements immediately. Typically, companies are very, very quick to divest themselves from the tarnished reputation of athletes, because the people are quick to also do that. So if you support an athlete and you're Nike, you support an athlete, and you don't distance yourself from that person, and I no longer buy, or the community no longer buys that those person's shoes or whatever clothing is known to be theirs, then Nike knows they're going to lose money. So what do? They quickly divest themselves from that so it doesn't spill over to any other part of their brand. We're not seeing that here. We understand the double standard, and for most things, you sort of just have to accept it. But when you have actually recorded evidence of domestic violence, people are like, why hasn't she been subject to the same trials, the same canceling procedures as men do? It's telling of how men aren't really respected, or when domestic violence is committed or intimate partner violence is committed against men, it's not really an important thing. Now, what I would like to add in this conversation, and it's not a defense, this is not a mitigating thing, but it's a cautionary, ideal that I think we in our community, we often suffer with. In this not community, larger society, we elevate talent. If you can sing, if you can run really fast, or there's something about you that is above the average and it brings us entertainment, we coddle you. We coddle genius. We coddle talent. We protect them from themselves. We, in some ways, infantilize other areas in their lives because we eliminate a lot of the challenges from their lives. When athletes are in schools, they don't really receive, they often, historically didn't receive a great education because that pathway was smoothed out for them. People took their tests. Professors understood that, hey, he needs this type of average in order to play. And if you don't pass him, you're holding up the bag. If you're holding up the bag is what we use to pay you and to pay other professors and adjuncts like you. Don't hold up the bag. This is just a thing that we've all sort of knew was happening. And I'm not saying it's right at all. What we end up doing, and we see this in cases, and because we like to try to be fair, say Anthony Edwards, you see some of his behavior, and you look at it and say, I thought you were, for lack of better words, better, because of this exalted position we put you in. But we never looked and said why we do this. Why do we elevate some rappers or entertainers in these positions? And then the minute you hear them speak, you're like, how'd you reason that? How'd you come to that conclusion? We automatically gave you the grace that you were intelligent enough or better enough to have these conversations, to point these things out for us to listen to you. Because I listen to the way you rap, because I'm entertained by the way you run, that somehow other parts of your life are put together. And the truth is that they're usually not. They're usually not. So when you elevate someone like this, like Sha'Carri Richardson, and you say, here you are in this prime time position where we're paying close attention to your life. And then you reveal yourself to be just like us, struggling with the same things we all struggle with. We need to take a look and say how we praise and idolize celebrity has never been a thing that we should continue doing forward. If you can rap, you can dance, you can sing, you can run, you can lift, right? You can knock the snot out of another person. Let me enjoy that for what it is in that moment in time, and say, thank you for that bout of entertainment. Now we're going to return back to my other life. The other things you have to say about other areas in your life, sure, now you have to earn those, right? This harkens back to when they were telling LeBron, shut up and dribble. No, LeBron has a history of philanthropy, has a history of being outspoken about Black issues. You've earned that slot. We should listen to you. Should we necessarily listen to you because you're just LeBron James? We need to do a better job of separating the two. But to land this plane, intimate partner violence, domestic violence, I don't want to hear why it's okay, why this happened or that happened. No, the same strictures that apply to a man when he commits this should be the same things applied to a woman when she commits it. There should be no guiding hand and saying, well, you got to understand. No. Shout out to him for not responding physically. I think that's a thing that's becoming more and more common on the internet, where men are just feeling more and more emboldened and comfortable to lash out. And I would encourage everyone, keep your hands to yourself and watch the power of that tongue. If you think I missed anything or if you have anything to add, let's see it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.